think it's time to get a little styling happening. This is the part where things tend to not go quite so well for me. You walk in and it's like this lovely green backsplash and then beige. I didn't record any of that good. We're doing a makeover, we're doing a makeover. Not of my dad's rooms, unfortunately, of the kitchen. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you're new here, my name's Mahala and I do DIYs, room makeovers and furniture flips. Today we're in my kitchen, which is a space that desperately needs a makeover. So we are obviously doing a kitchen makeover. Pop up a little mood board so you guys can see, but we're going to tackle this cabinet here, which is tea and coffee at the moment with some wine glasses, and then also the countertop and the backsplash, just to kind of, you know, freshen it up a little, add a little bit more flavor back into this place. My partner is away for the next 5 days, so I'm surprising him with this makeover. I hope he likes it. We'll see. We're still trying to find like our blended styles together. Let's get into it.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light.
So I've decided that I want to replace the sink faucet. I've done this before. It's pretty straightforward and simple, but I will definitely link a couple videos below for you guys to watch so that you can have someone who is actually a professional show you how to do this the proper way.
Something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Moment of truth. Did I do it right? Yes! Ew. It's a bit gross. It's time to move on to the part that I am so excited for, but also so dreading, because it's peel and stick. I've definitely had some challenges with peel and stick, so I'm hoping that this time it goes a little better. I feel like I say that every time. It took a long time for me to decide what kind of style I wanted to go for the countertop. A lot of the countertops are either a faux wood, a marble, or like some sort of terrazzo style. I know that you can get some that look really good, and they were definitely out there. It's just not necessarily my style or my current style. So after searching for a really long time, I found this, which is kind of like a cement look. It's got like a nice texture to the actual contact paper, which I quite like.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth.
Okay, so far so good. But I don't want to get too excited. I'm a little bit too excited.
The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am?
This is the part where things tend to not go quite so well for me, which is when I actually have to cut around these like creases. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it as slowly as possible to try and make sure I don't split anything, and I will end up caulking around the edge, but you know, still would like it to be as clean as possible, so wish me luck.
Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
Newton, I need to do some work.
Feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone.
It worked out, which I'm surprised but very happy. There's a few imperfections here and there, but it is nothing like the last time. Newton, Claire. Anybody else have a needy pussycat? It is nothing like the time when I did the bathroom countertop. That just did not go well at all. It was an absolute nightmare. But this contact paper was so much easier to work with, so I would definitely recommend it. But the contact paper adventures will be continuing because I'm going to pop on You have to hop down. I'm sorry. I love you. Because I'm going to be popping on this onto the Backsplash. It is one piece of contact paper. I like the ones where you kind of piece them together like a jigsaw puzzle, but it was all subway tile, which is nice, but it just wasn't what I wanted to go with this space. This is less space basically, so I'm just gonna get rid of those and just keep them all together so that obviously when I leave, I can put them back. Excuse me. Why? I love you. You're making this really difficult for me. So they came off pretty easily, but one of the things that I did notice as they came off is that they were actually sitting inside the tile, or like into the tile. So the tile had been cut around these pieces. So there are gaps. I'm just gonna leave most of them, but this one in the corner here, I'm actually going to put in a little square of cardboard. It sits pretty flush. It'll just mean that the corner will line up. When I do put the contact paper on, it's not gonna be sort of flapping on a corner, so it will have something to stick to. I want to keep it renter friendly, so this is the best solution, I think. Guys, I'm dead. Absolutely dead. I don't know whose idea it was to do peel and stick contact paper on a backsplash and a bench by myself. Well, I mean, it was obviously my idea, but do it with, find a friend. Don't do it alone. Honestly, find a friend. I'm very happy with this result. I'm definitely getting better at it, but imagine how good I would be if I had a friend. Just saying. We're gonna move on to this cabinet now, which I want to make an open cabinet where we're displaying our tea and coffee and also like the pretty cups and stuff. So I need to get everything out and kind of like reorganize that, and also remove these doors. What I'm actually going to do is leave these little hook things in, because I don't want to, like, obviously I've got to put the doors back on when I leave eventually. So I don't want to take those off. They're not that noticeable, so it's totally fine. But what I do want to do is actually fill in the other holes with these little plugs. I'm just going to pop in plugs like that. Before we start doing any styling in this cabinet, I'm actually going to remove the hardware and spray paint it black like I did in my bathroom makeover. It is renter friendly. You can use nail polish remover to remove the spray paint. I won't be doing a primer as a result, and I also won't add a top coat, even though adding a top coat, which was suggested by one of you guys, even though doing that is a really good idea for durability, I just want to make sure that it stays renter friendly. I've got my hardware here, and I'm just going to give it a spray with the Bare Paint and Primer black spray paint all in one, get it done, and then we're gonna have some lovely black cabinet pulls. I can't really put this step off any longer, even though I definitely want to, because it's not the pretty stuff, but I need to caulk in around the sink. It's time, it's a new day. I'm gonna try and have a new attitude about it. We're gonna get this done now because the sink faucet will be arriving in the mail tonight, and I really need my sink back, so I just want to get it like all ready for that new faucet. You have to trust the process, because this doesn't look pretty right now, but it will. We're gonna do a curtain change. The curtains that I've chosen, I got them from HomeSense, and they are fairly similar. They're a little bit more textured than the other ones and have some more, like, a little bit of oatmeal-y coloring going through this. So I think it'll warm it up a little bit, whereas these are just white. They were from Walmart. They're too short, and they are also super dirty. I do need to move this up a little bit. They might be a little too long, but that's okay. I can always hem them a little bit at the bottom.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking.
Pretty. Looking good. Although I do really like the length because we have a cat and it's the kitchen and there's cat hair and all of that kind of stuff that happens. I definitely think I will hem it. I like the texture. It's a little more sheer than our previous curtains. I'm gonna see how I feel about it, but maybe I'll put like a, maybe I'll put a second curtain behind that just to make it a little less sheer. Looks much better with the height, so all good things. Speaking of height, we need to change a light, which rhymed, and I didn't actually intend to do that. We have a beautiful boob light in our kitchen, and it's gotta go. I need to go and find how to turn the power off, and then make sure the power is definitely off, and then I'll show you guys the light. It's in French. Good. Cuisine. I know that word. Okay, 15. No, still on. Okay, next test. There's all the 15s. I figured that before we lose light in here, which I will try and do my best to get the lighting in this space a little better while I'm actually doing the light fixture. But basically this light, the bathroom light, and also the dining room, lounge room light are all connected on the one circuit. So I don't have access to any light really, except for like the outdoor light while I'm doing this, and I'll probably use my phone. But I want to show you the fixture. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's really, really pretty. This is the top part and it sits around this. Isn't that just gorgeous? Like, I love it, and it's so much better than the booby light. We need to read the instructions, turn the electricity off, and then install this. Guys, we have our sink faucet, which is great because I have a lot of dishes that need to be done. So this arrived tonight. The other one I actually took out yesterday. So it has been 24 hours of doing my dishes in my bathroom sink. Not ideal. So let's get this on. I need to read the instructions, figure out what I'm doing, and then we can have a sink faucet. Yeah. You guys, but I think it's time to get a little styling happening. I think it is about time that we get to styling this little coffee tea open cabinet section. I've got a lot of stuff on my kitchen bench that I would like to put away, so we're gonna do that now, and hopefully we can make it look really pretty. And then we have to try and keep it that way. That will be the harder thing, I think, than styling it. I think first we're gonna start with the tea pieces. I was thinking that I would do these little stairs like I did for my spices, layer them in a little bit like this. I might end up just doing one actually, because I think that that's a little too much. I can always pop it in later if I want to do a second one. I'm just gonna really want to watch out for that light. I have these little tea canisters or tea jars that I got from Amazon. Everything will be linked in the description below, and I really like them because they've got a little spoon. So I've got a couple of these, pop along here. I haven't quite finished on the bottom shelf yet, but let's talk top shelf. On the top shelf is where I'm gonna pop all my teacups, my pretty teacups and pretty teapot. I don't use them as often because they're so pretty. I don't want to break them. I'll show you guys actually because they're quite nice. This is my teapot. It's very cute, very pretty. I got it from T2 in Australia and I brought it back with me in my suitcase. I've got two really pretty teacups that my sister actually got for my partner and I. They've got Australian animals on them. They're like pretty plate. We have this one which is like koala, obviously the most Australian teacup that you could probably get, and it's also got a really pretty little plate here as well. This beautiful little set was created by a friend of the family, Blue House Porcelain. Go check them out, they're absolutely gorgeous. So many beautiful designs. This is the teacup version. This one is the coffee cup version. And then I got these actually when I was traveling with my mum and dad recently. They're handmade by someone on Prince Edward Island. Perfect for like a hot chocolate, you know? Slowly coming together, but I just want to talk about this book for a little minute. I really wanted to buy a book to pop into our little coffee section, and I bought this. It's called Eat, Drink, Nap, Bringing the House Home. It's a design book by Soho House. It is the most incredible book I've ever come across. It's got recipes in here. It talks about how they source a lot of their really beautiful antique chandeliers, or even there's like a huge bar. They're shipping things across the world. I highly recommend getting this book if you're interested in design and you're interested in antiques and food and all of that kind of stuff. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. Let's tuck the tail in. Now, get in there. Stay. And this is going to be the perfect rest for my antique coffee grinder, which I got on my trip with my mum and dad recently. So this is it. It's from the 1800s, and the thing that I loved so much about it is like just inside the drawer you can just make out some of the directions on how to actually grind the coffee, and it's in really good condition, and I think it's just got a lot of character, so I really wanted to pop that. We also have this tin, which I got when I was sort of antiquing. It was kind of an accidental antiquing thing. We went to a shortbread shop that had antiques in it, which was really cool. And it is a cocoa tin, and I do in fact have some hot chocolate in here. It's a lavender hot chocolate that I got from his lavender fields just outside of Montreal. I hate the curtains. They're just not right. It's just like you walk in and it's like this lovely green backsplash and then beige and white in a way that it's not actually interesting, because it can be. It's not. So I won't get rid of these. I'll keep them, but just have them as like a second curtain. But I couldn't find something terracotta or like warmer that I really liked. So we are going for green, which I got from IKEA. Is it too much green? I don't know yet. And we are using IKEA hardware where it's got the two little things and I put in the sponges. We're going with that, and hopefully I don't hate these curtains. These are two sheer by themselves, and I think it'll just look better to have some more color, you know?
Silence, we should be good, but we keep lighting fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires around ourselves. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm
I think I like it, I think I like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but I think this was a good choice. I want to get a little bit of vertical storage action going on. Not really sure what I'm going to put in these things yet, but I've got some cool magnetic things that I want to show you guys. I picked these up from Amazon. There's 2 of these, and it's like a little magnetic, you know. Look at that, it's amazing. You also can't really see it because it's black, but I wanted it to kind of blend in with the side of the fridge. Ugh. And then I also got a magnetic paper towel holder. So we're gonna get a little bit of this vertical storage action happening. I also have to be aware because Newton, our cat, jumps on the fridge quite a lot. So I don't want her to hurt herself, but I'm thinking ow. Speaking of hurting themselves, that pinched me and that really hurt. Dang. I had to move it down a little bit to accommodate for the cabinet door opening, which is kind of obvious, but for some reason I didn't think about it before. I liked it aesthetically better up, but you know, practicality wins. Speaking of practical, we need a toaster. Bum, 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 bum. That's nice. Very sleek. I don't think I've ever spent so much money on a dish tray before. But I liked how it looked. Particularly, the thing I liked the most about it was this spout. So this little spout here, you can actually rotate it and have it this way or this way. Very last thing is to add in a little bit of greenery. Now I have this plant, I've had it for ages. I like the terracotta with the green. I don't love the macrame. It was something I did ages ago, so I will possibly change it out eventually. If you have cool hanging planter tips, let me know in the comments below. Let's hang a plant. It's like it was meant to be here, you know? Beautiful. I love it. It's too much energy. You guys, the kitchen makeover is complete. I'm so happy with it. Honestly, I really can't believe how well it turned out. It was both one of the easiest makeovers I've ever done and the hardest, purely because of the peel and stick contact paper, but I did a lot better with the peel and stick this time, and I think it's looking really good. Obviously, there are some flaws. It's peel and stick. It's not going to be flawless unless you're some kind of wizard, which I am not. My partner doesn't technically arrive back until tomorrow, but through the magic of editing, here is his reaction. Stand here. Okay, keep your eyes closed. What do you remember the kitchen looking like before?
I remember it being, you know, white in the kitchen. Yeah.
On the count of 3,
yes.
Open your eyes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, see.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Yes.
C'est vraiment cool.
Actually, I don't know that. But I assume he liked it. If you like this makeover, hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification, you know the drill by now. You can also follow me over on Instagram and on TikTok. Get a little bit more behind the scenes with Instagram, and then TikTok, we'll see what happens with that one. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye.
T'as même changé de toaster. Ok, là c'est trop.
No! Here's all the
Is this
things.
draining into something?
So drains here, there's a little spout, drains straight into the sink. Yeah. Is it? And then pull down. I did that myself.